The solution application is quite simple. Each bottle will come with its own dropper. On the dropper, it's indicated you'll be using 1 ml in the morning, 1 ml at night. You can see that very clearly. There is 1.0 marked onto the dropper. It doesn't seem like a lot of solution, but it actually will cover the whole scalp quite easily. When you start using it, you'll know what I mean. Solution, the dropper itself actually comes indented into the tip, so it slightly curves in. That's so your fingertips can go alongside the dropper. Therefore, when the dropper releases a little bit of solution, your fingertips are there to aid it to push it into the scalp. With the application, you don't overly massage the scalp. It's basically just aiding it to be absorbed. Now with the solution, when you have it, you put it down on top of the scalp so you can feel the tip. So you can actually feel the tip on the scalp itself. Then place those fingertips right next to the tip of that dropper. Let a tiny little bit out, so for instance just slightly squeezing the nip. Now you don't want to squeeze the end of the dropper too quickly because a lot of it will be released. You only want a small amount. So right at the top, at the front of the hairline, fingertips alongside, let a tiny little bit of solution out, and then your fingertips are there pushing the solution into the scalp as soon as you let a tiny little bit of the solution. And you do that from the front all the way through to the back. Once you've done that, you can go back and give the scalp a slight little rub, which will help the absorption of the solution. Now you want an even spread across the top of the scalp. That includes through the side areas. So always have a format of starting from the front and then working your way through to the back. Okay. When using the dropper, like I said, just use it quite softly. Don't overly press it to release too much at once. Now, inevitably, that will aid the solution to go into the scalp without having too much of the solution go into the hair if you use it in that manner that I just showed you. But inevitably, a small amount may be in the hair, and it's safe for the hair. It's not going to cause any problems. It doesn't damage the hair itself. But inevitably, it will have a small amount that goes into the hair when you're applying. But applying it in that manner will make sure that it's more so on the scalp than actually in the hair itself. When you apply the solution, you want the scalp to be as dry as possible. Now, when you have longer hair, if the ends of the hair down the lengths are still damp, it's okay, as long as the scalp itself is actually as dry as possible. So just to recap, you'll be using the solution twice per day. In using it twice per day, the solution will last 6 weeks, and just make sure that it's applied to a dry scalp.